Good morning. It's Molly Young. Come on in. We will be waiting for our friends to get on, per usual. If you are here and you're catching my replay, I'd love if you hit hashtag replay so I know you stopped by. And if you leave any comments during the replay, I will still get them. I'm going to pull myself up on my phone. I need to go back somewhere. Here we go. Bye. And if you leave it, volume down, we're ready to roll. Ready to roll. My camera might act up today. There it goes. We're back in business. We are here. Come on in. Hi, Debbie. Glad you could pop on. I'm just waiting for a couple other people and then we'll get started. Debbie, I messed something up with your invoice and I'm gonna be sending you another message. It's on me. And it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, but I forgot to adjust the shipping. So we'll talk about that offline, but I just wanted to let you know if you thought the shipping was high, it was. I forgot to take off the other one. So we'll talk about it though. Good morning, Molly. You guys, I'm so excited because I want to switch gears a little bit from what we've been working on. Although I do have to show you guys something in a second here. I'm unwrapping some goodies. Oh, I hope my dog isn't too loud up there. Thanks, Deb. Yeah, I'll let you know what happened. It was me. Or typical. Molly, I know. It's the exact same thing here. 100%. My husband came down here the other day to do something, and he was like, he looked at me all dead serious. He goes, "What's happening in here?" Like, I was like, I know, I know. And he was just like, he got to get out of the room. Hi, Robin. Good morning. Molly, are you going to share me out? I know there's a thing at 11 o'clock. I didn't know if you could do that, and I didn't know if I was allowed to do it myself. If I am, I'll start trying to do that, but I don't know how. I have to figure that out. But I'm going to try and be done by 11. Junk Journaling Jamboree. Tuesdays are the events where all the different presenters come on. All right, so guys, I'm gonna go down to the desktop because I got morning, Kath. I ordered this thing from Walmart and it came today. I'm halfway there. I got these, so I won't have to use my utility knife anymore when I'm scoring things. Just two more things to set up here. But I got these papers that I thought would work well with this project. And I got a whole bunch of these little doilies. Oh, gotcha. Okay. So I have these doilies. And then I want to see here, let me move. This is what we're going to be using today. And then I want to show you something before we get started. So like they had all these papers really inexpensively. So I think there's two of each one. And they may work with our journal. Look at this. Isn't that cool? And then there's a white one. And then there's mesh. This is so cool. Hi, Mom. My mom is in the house. Um, yeah, and then just a couple textured sheets that are really cool. So, I don't know. We'll be adding these in with what we're working on, I hope. I need to get better about adding other elements other than just my prints. Thanks, Molly. Appreciate it. Okay. Mom, there's 2 Mollies in here. Is that double trouble or what? All right. So before we get started, I wanted to just real quick tell you guys where we left off yesterday. I went in and broke off some more pieces, and this is how the cover came out to the journal we've been working on. I love it. I'm so happy with that happy accident. I can't even tell you. So anyway, that is that. Now, I have to cut down. This is going to be another 5x5. And I have boards right here. I have the coolest vintage, and I want this to look very vintagey. So I need to cut down we're starting from the very, very beginning. I don't have anything prepped here. What is that, the double mint commercial? Double the fun? All right, so I need 5x5s. And I need to cut 2 boards. This is going to be just a very small, it's going to be a photo, like, thanks, Nikki. Hi, Cheryl. Okay. Oh my gosh, I need to find my blades for this. I have another blade, but I know exactly where I keep it too. But it's it's in a basket, and it's a deep basket. So let's see if we can just do this. Okay. 5. This is my thicker board that I use. I only have it in black, so that's what color we're using. All right, so I want 5x5. And I should get 4 out of these 2 sheets, but then we're going to use the leftover as a spine. Let me do this at 5 inches. I am, and I don't know which live it was. I am trying to catch all of her lives, but I had a really busy weekend and I wasn't on the sale, and I fell behind following her. But yeah, in July. I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm doing some other events in different groups. The Herd, if anybody's familiar with them. We're doing a Raggedy Ann and Andy coming up here very soon. And then we're going to do a Golden Books one. I think that one's June 25th. I'd have to double check. Oh, I think I missed her again. Okay, so I have what I need for this. I'm wondering if I'm trying to think out loud of how much stuff I'm going to have in here and what thickness of a spine I need to use. And should I do a 1 inch? Oh boy, it didn't go all the way through. So you know what that means. I'll never get it lined up the right way again. Girl can try. Oh, it works. And then I'm going to cut this down to 5. The Messy Craft Corner. Okay, let me set this away. I'm not saying I won't need to bring it back out, but oh boy, I thought something was gonna fall. I can't do anything. So this is a 1/2 inch, I think. It's just a little more than 1/2 inch. All right, so this is what I do, guys. If you're new, if you've been here before, you've seen this, and I apologize. Okay, but I take what I just cut down, which, okay, so then these are my front bottom covers and then my spine. And I take regular masking tape. And I leave a little bit of space in between. And I try to get it as centered as I can. Which is easier said than done when you put this tape on. Sorry. It's just, it's hard to see that. Okay. Really quick. Really, really, really quick. I need a pair of scissors. Okay, and I know this looks ugly, but I do something. I just cut off the extra, well, in theory, I cut off the extra tape. It's being a little finicky. Go down here. And I'm not going to cover this one in fabric. I want to put a design on the front. Sometimes I cover them in fabric, sometimes I don't. All right, so then I only do the one side. And then I just take this Deco Art Americana, and I like the lamp black. And that's way too much paint. But I get a paintbrush. Hold on, they're in my water. I got to dry them. And then I paint right over it. Lickety split. And you'll never know the difference. I do this all the time. Okay. Hey, Rita, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Look at that. Bingo. And it dries that fast. Very simple, very easy. And then I'm going to go into the crevices here. My paintbrush is pretty big. I got to try and get in there. Here, we're going to open it up. And you won't see a lot of this, but I just like to cover my bases before we get going, just in case. I could use a little more paint, but I'm not going to waste my paint here. So we're good. I got one little spot here. Okay. So we're going to dry this real quick, and then we'll be ready to go. Oh boy. dry. I love this paint. Okay, so there is the folio. Okay, now decisions have to be made. You like the cover up? I do too. It works like a gem. Um, it really does. I do this all the time. It's just, and I only do one side and it works well. So until something happens, that's what's going to be. Okay. Now I have these papers I found from when I used to do junk journaling. Well, wait, let me back up. I printed all of these that we're going to be using today. And there's a crown in here somewhere. Is that the one? Oh, wait, I printed another one. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to cut something else. But basically, this is our theme. And then I have these papers, these doilies. And then I look at this paper that I'm going to use for the inside, being it that this is vintage. This is like the handmade paper with the dyed edges. So we're going to use this. Doing my balancing act again. Okay, I was like, am I so tall it's covering the camera yet? And then I found this book where the edges are getting really dark. So I might want to use this too. Okay, I forgot. Oh, and then I got to put this somewhere. I forgot about something. Hold on. Okay, I wasn't crazy about that crown I printed out. So we're going to use this one for the cover, but I need to cut it down. And then I have these tags. And I got this. Okay, so let's just cut this down for the time being. And I size these at 5x5 so that these two are 5x5. These are 5 by, I don't know, something. And I just printed all of these on regular printer paper. And then I have my cardstock if I decide to do an envelope or a belly band that I'll glue them onto. Oops, not quite. Okay. Yeah, the other project, anybody that was on my live yesterday afternoon, I decided that we're not going to do that. If I do it, it will not be on camera. So we're going to have, I don't want to do anything like that. I want to have some fun. So let's just do that instead. Okay. So, I always like to start with the cover, because I just do. I don't know why. It helps me kind of get into the mood of where we're going to go with this. I'm going to be distressing in vintage photo distress ink around the corners. And I really like this one for the back print. I cut it short. So if this will work, I just did this method yesterday. Need a scrap piece of paper here. This is the Decor Color Premium Prime Primo. Do you think that's a Primo pen marker? I kept calling it a pen yesterday. So I'm gonna go over the edge here because I cut this too short, and I'm not gonna go back and recut it. Thank you, Molly. So this will help cover up this edge without me having to go retrim this piece. Works like a charm. If I don't say so myself. I just need to order another one because I use it so much. See, that'll work. Why is this one short too? No, it's not. That one's fine. I just messed up when I was cutting, but it'll look fine. Maybe we'll put a row of rhinestones down here. I am going to be adding rhinestone embellishments to this wherever I can. I'm going to be adding stickles to this wherever I can. She's going to be one jazzy lady when she's done. All right, so I'm going to use the art glitter adhesive. If it comes out, oh, here we go. We may sit here till noon while I cover this whole area, but we'll get her done. You know, you know how it goes. All right. Make sure she's right side up. We've all, you guys too, have you ever just put something on upside down and been like, I didn't have it right or whatever? I guess at this point it doesn't matter as long as it's on the right side. And I'm going to distress ink this, so I got a little hangover, but that's kind of how the front's going to look. And I think it's going to be really, really pretty. Oh, thank you, Robin. Yeah, Nikki asked me this morning on our private page if I was going to put them up on my website. For anybody that's new, I have two things to tell you. I sell prints and kits. I just got started. It's mollyyoungartist.com. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you is I have a private group. It's just a friends share page. That's all it is. And I would love to invite all of you to join that page if you're interested. It is in Facebook, type in !VIP. It's free. It's a free group. My glue doesn't want to come out. I may have to waste a lot of it. Darn it, Molly. So yeah, come over and join us. I would love to have you there. Fingers are your best tools. I repeat this nonstop every day. Just keep a wet paper towel near you or a baby wipe. Would you, Molly? That's funny. I totally get it. I totally get it. Right before I came on, I was like, oh my gosh, I was looking for these vintage papers and I'm like, where are they? Because when I made my mom a journal and my sister-in-law a journal, and it was 2021, and I know that because I put a sticker in the front of the book. Hold on, I got a problem child here. And, so August of 2021 was the last time I made a journal. And well, I mean, up until the past few weeks. And I'm just having a blast, and I have so much stuff in there. I was gonna actually just sell it, but then I couldn't because once I got into it, I couldn't stop. It's so bad. And it's giving me a break from clay. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna do on the spine. Hello, Miss Mel. Come on in, honey. If you're not following Mel's Crafty Corner, please do. Um, I'll be presenting with her soon. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the spine yet, but what I do know is I'm going to take this vintage photo distress ink and go around the cover and the back right now. Sometimes I don't add this. Sometimes I love the sharp corners, but this project needs it. Especially because I was a little crooked up there. Being a creative 101. Learn how to cover up your mistakes. It's the truth. Oh, I don't think you're going to even see it, but on this side. Did you guys know you're supposed to go round and round? I had this on my post the other day. Not not like this. And look at how much ink I got off of there. It makes a humongous difference. Yeah, I just learned that a few days ago. Okay, so there's our cover. I got to put him back for the time being. All right. Somebody's misbehaving here. All right, got it. Now, for the inside, I'm going to wait to do this and this until we get our pages in. So, I really want to use well, I really want to have a folio, so I'm just going to do a few pages up front. Maybe 3, that'll give me 6 pages. Oh my gosh, the lint from this paper is heavy duty. So let me cut this down. Get my biggie out again. So I got to do it this way. And this is going to be weird because I'm going to have to we're going to tear these. And then I'm going to ink them. Because otherwise they'll look really weird, right? The only problem is the deckle-edged ruler I got, I'm not a fan of. It's really big. I need a smaller one. But it's better than nothing. I guess it'll be okay. So that's one, and then I need It'll be 5 inches right there. I'll fold it there. Let me go this way. I'm afraid to trust myself counting backwards. So I need 10. So 10 is right here. Okay, I'm sorry, but I have to do 2 more sheets. I cleaned up this morning. Everybody will be happy to know. It's not clean down here by any means, but I put all of our last project all into one folio pouch and cleaned up my desk, which I hate doing so bad. So bad. Okay, and then this guy needs to go here. Hi, Patricia. Come on in. Yeah, we are making a really, really, I think, cool journal. And I wanted to take a step back from what we've been working on. Because I just wanted a little bit of a break from it. Hold on. I got glue. It's like a volcano going on over there. Where did I put my mark? I can't find it. Um, right around here. And I don't care if this is still needs some help when it's done. Because we're going to distress it and it's all just going to work, right? So that ought to take me 5 hours. Let me get, oh no, I think I'll use my little one again. Let me just do the edges that, it kind of looks cool the way it is. So I'm not going to fret if there's a white phrase showing through here. I think it looks cool. And then we're going to sew these in. Sorry, I'm shaking my desk. I know, the camera's shaking. I'll try to be more gentle. That's not easy for me. I have a very heavy hand. Always have. All right. Because I really want this to be more of a folio. But I want to have a few pages in it. And I think I'll go every other side like that. Now we're going to fold it in half. And I think I'm going to glue it into the front. Or I could go through the center. Yeah, I think I'll go through the center. This ruler is so big. I'm sorry, the lights are so bright. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. This is halfway mark. And I eyeball a lot of things, but when it comes to the spine, I like to measure it. This could be a little lower. And then I am lucky enough to have a crocodile. If you don't, just use your awl. Now, let me see if I can see exactly where I want to go here. That came out pretty good. I'll tell you that I try and try, and I'm so crooked a lot of the times. Um, okay, I still have this is black thread. I have brown thread, but you know what? I'm gonna use the black right now because it ties in with everything else. So I just need my needle. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. It's right here. Oh, you guys, I lost my needle one time on a live, and it was like, it was the most pathetic thing. I watched it back. I'm like, if I was somebody else, I would think this girl has no idea what she's doing. Or I would have been like, I feel very, very sorry for her right now. So let's get a tool to poke holes through here. Wonder if this will work. If not, I'll get my other one out. I mean, I could have just marked these and used the crocodile again, but that's not necessary. All right. Thank you, Molly. Sometimes it works. Sometimes. Okay. I think I want my beads to go hang off of the inside. Oh, I gotta cut this. Hold on. Now, guys, I like to add beads. You can do it to the inside or to the outside. I'm gonna do it on the inside. So I am gonna start from the inside. Right? So we go in through the center, and then you gotta go through the top or the bottom. I'm right here, so I'll just go in through the top. Underneath. Out through the bottom. And then, sorry, I had an itch. And then back through the center. Okay. And then I'm going to put this one underneath. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay. So then I always tie, I forgot to tell you guys, if you've watched me before, I always tie my needle on. Because I've lost it before, because I go great guns, and the next thing I know, it's all undone again. So now I have thread hanging down to add some beads from, and I have a good length for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to tie this a couple times right here. And then I'm going to leave these for beading. They don't need to be that long. But by the time you start knotting stuff, because then we have to, in order to add beads, need to be about right there. Right? I'm going to have to put a knot in here. And then we'll bead these, just a few beads, and then we'll have that hanging out of the center. That will look really cool. Hi, Joe. Jill, have I seen you before? I'm sorry if I haven't, I don't remember. All right, so this guy's in the middle. I really should have scored these pages and folded them a little bit better. Okay, so then I was thinking I want something to hang down on the front and maybe out of the back. So I'm gonna I gotta get under all this. Okay. No, we have to cut again, but I know what we're doing. Okay. Do I know what I'm doing? Does she know what she's doing? Hold on a second. I think I do. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna need two of these, but well, it won't matter. They're square. This is the other reason I love working with squares. Oh, I forgot to cut. Hold on. Actually, let me just do this. No. Nope. I'm gonna miter. I'm gonna miter the ends of this and glue it on, and just with my scissors. All right, so I need to fold and score this. Oh, I get to use my new scoring tool. I'm so excited. Oh, look how nice that works. How awesome. Okay. Because then I need to put this on to get a flap. Oh, bear with me. I'm just thinking out loud. That might not have been the right thing, but we can always fix it. Oh boy, there goes my stuff. I don't even have a lot up here. All right. Okay. So I'm going to glue this to this. should have done it before I put the cover on. But I think we still got this. We shall see. If not, we'll just take it off, right, guys? I make up ways of doing things. I'm so sorry. I don't know. You guys are probably sitting there going, that girl does not know what she's doing. Those of you that do this a lot, I'm sorry. This one I could put over here so I could do a. Oh my gosh. I only have 10 minutes left because Junk Journaling Jamboree is going to be on, and I am not going to be on while a presenter is on. But I am going to come back on tomorrow so we can finish this. But let's just. This is going to look really cool. I mean, I'm going to put rhinestones all over this. I'm going to put stickles all over this. Then you come inside and you have a flap that goes down. I may or may not put one here to go in and out, but let's say I do. Okay, and then we have these pages for writing. And look how they're sticking out. Isn't that so pretty? Can you guys even see? I'm looking at my monitor, but it's really small, to be honest. And then we do another one in the back. Yeah, I think that's what we'll. Oh, almost dropped my lid. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, so I am going to wrap it up. But it was nice to get the cover done, the inside flap. But I have so many crown pieces. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I can't wait to just rhinestone this out and gem it up. And then this will just be for writing. I mean, look at this paper, you guys. I can't believe I found it. And then I went on Amazon and I saw how much it was. It's like, oh, must have been nice back then when you could afford this stuff. So I'm going to use it. I think it's beautiful. Yeah, so we'll see if we do the flip outs or whatnot. But we got this. We still have this jewel. And I have, like, even in here, could do a writing page. I don't know. Now I gotta walk away and think about it, but I think there's a lot there to work with. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting excited about this one. And then don't forget, I have like these doilies. This one came folded in half. That wasn't very nice. You know, like, we'll see. We'll see where we end up with the pages, but I could still use these and do a flip up too. I don't know. It's really thin. These are the paper ones. And then we have like this stuff. That will be determined coming back tomorrow. Look at all those beautiful comments you've all left me. You have made my day. I appreciate it. I am gonna run Junk Journaling Jamboree is coming on, and so that means I gotta go. And I need to take a little bit of a break, but we got a lot done this morning. I don't think this one's going to take us forever, which I'm excited about. And I can't wait to see how it turns out. So I'm going to let you guys hold on. I always like to do my sign-offs in person. So I am gonna let you guys go, and then I will be on at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. I may come back on at 3 in the afternoon, but I'm not sure yet. Um, I'm trying to do some other work other than this, and so I just don't know. I wasn't gonna come on today. Here I am. So, I'm gonna let you guys go, and then I'll see you for the junk journaling, okay? All right. Bye, guys.